In North Dakota, 6,000 children live with a relative with no parent present. And in many of these households, a grandparent takes over raising the kids. In fact, well over 3,000 are responsible for their grandchildren who live with them. Renee Cooper reports many of these scenarios are a direct effect of the opioid crisis and drug abuse, leaving many grandparents with seemingly no choice.
I took my grandson when he was about a year.
We won't be showing the now 5-year-old boy involved or share his grandmother's identity for the safety of their entire family. Her son is able to visit, but the child's mother hasn't in 3 years.
His mother was in an abusive relationship and showed up bruised from head to toe, and there was drugs, paraphernalia, alcohol everywhere. I just decided, with the help of my son, so his dad, that we would just not allow him to go back into that situation.
But taking a child away from their parent, even for all the right reasons, isn't easy.
I tried to do it with a friend where we had a paper notarized, but it wasn't official. And so I was basically told that if the cops showed up at my door and they wanted to take him, that there was a good chance that they would be he could be taken out of the home. I just kind of lived in fear.
Bismarck attorney Patrick Waters handles criminal defense and bankruptcy cases, but much of his caseload is family work, including this case.
It is fairly common, and it's getting more and more common. The difficulty is what happens when you go to a school, what happens when you go to a doctor, and you say, my child is sick, and they say, well, are you the parent? And you say no.
That's where filing for guardianship and going before a judge comes in.
Now it has to be renewed on a yearly basis unless the court makes a determination that it wants to have a longer period. And the longest period that a court can grant at any one time is 3 years.
With a guardianship, you're not mom or dad, but you're stepping in their shoes and can decide when the child can see anyone, including their parents, especially in drug-related cases.
The parents think about themselves, and it's a selfish thing. I want to see my baby. I want to see him now. It's Christmas time. I want to see him. But you haven't seen him in months, in my case, years.
Waters says judges are generally hesitant to take the child back from the grandparent.
But it's expensive.
There is no child support for guardians, no help with daycare or any other expenses.
I mean, he calls me grandma, but I mean, if people say, like, where's your mom? Like, he points to me.
But for grandparents involved, it's just a natural call of duty. Reporting for KX News in the capital city, Renee Cooper.
The Guardian we spoke to says for any other grandparent or anyone taking care of their relatives' children, her advice is to go through the legal process. Even though there is a cost, peace of mind is really what you're paying for.
This week is now